Let's try to get the camera set up. There we go. I guess we're more or less good now. More or less. Okay, more or less. More or less, we're good, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to be debating about the midterms. We're going to be talking about the midterms a little bit. We're setting up some more debates against some more influencers and some more random people as well online. I like reaching out with you Democrats out there, not just callers. I like to give people the opportunity to come on my channel and represent, their story, not only their points of view, but their life story and their perspectives on politics. So that's what I like to do here on this channel. But I really cannot. I'm gonna be talking about the midterms, but I cannot even fathom what Democrat YouTube is. See, Democrats have this whole niche on YouTube where they do all these little weird things, and the whole Democrat side of YouTube is all screwed up. I mean, what do us conservatives really have on conservative side of YouTube? All we really had was Charlie Kirk, and these demon rats, unalived him. Now we have all these leftists that are calling themselves biologists. Biologists. Get the hell out of here, J Money. There's Democrats out there calling themselves biologists. I don't care if you got a biology degree or not. If you don't know what the hell a man and a woman is, you are not a fucking biologist. Period. If you don't know what a man and a woman is, you can have 20 biology degrees. If you don't know the difference between a man and a woman, I don't know what kind of bullshit university you got your biology degree at. It better be Yale. It better be Duke. It better be one of these notable universities. J Money, everyone out there, hit that like button, subscribe, share, drop some super chats. It is Sunday. Happy Mother's Day, J Money. I don't think I've seen you today in chat, so I'll just go ahead and say Happy Mother's Day. But hopefully we can get the likes up there, likes up here. If someone wants to go share this live stream out with the Discord, that would be awesome. That would be much appreciated. You didn't even hit the like button. Wow. I don't think we're friends anymore, J Money. I don't think we're friends anymore. Not even a like for your buddy. We got. How can you be a Supreme Court justice if you don't know what a woman is? Are we referring to any specific Supreme Court justices with this comment? Are we referring to any Supreme Court justices with this comment? Are we talking about any specific Supreme Court justices? I know there's a couple out there that don't know what the difference between a man and a woman is. He's a piece of art. Who, the President of the United States or myself? I think both of us are. Thank you. I have no clue what you're talking about, cool dog. But can we get the likes up there? 25 likes. The Constitution can be changed, and either way, Trump will be president in 2028. So your comment is kind of nonsense. Hello, my darlings. Hello, my darlings. Let's get the 25 likes, or better yet, let's get the 50 people, 50 likes, 50 people. Subscribe! Obama is not coming back. And neither is that hairline, Yoda man. What does that hat say? It says P-Mert, P-Mert, P-Mert 8202. Other known as Trump 2028. I don't give a damn if you're gay. Just don't push homosexual cartoons on children. It's disgusting. Don't push transgender cartoons on children. It's disgusting. America does not like Trump. America loves Donald J. Trump, the best president of our lifetime. Trump 2028. Trump is going to be president in 2028. That is a fact. That is a certified fact. Right hand to God. God is my witness. Donald J. Trump will be president in 2028. The communists, the leftists, Trump will be president in 2028. The day Trump isn't president in 2028 is the day that I admit the white race did not create this magnificent country. Why are you bragging about that? You're 50 years old and you're a woman. You're bragging about how you can grow a thicker mustache to me. That is weird. That is weird. You are weird. How am I delusional? Trump is going to be president in 2028. Trump is going to be president in 2028. If you want to debate me about it, you can join my Discord. You can call in. Does anybody want to call in and tell me why Trump isn't going to be president in 2028? Come on, go call in. Let me know why Trump isn't going to be president in 2028. Let me know why. Not a single fucking reason, huh? Not a single fucking reason why Trump ain't going to be president in 2028. Here we go with all the death threats to the president. Hey, baby, these are all being sent to the FBI. No, Trump is going to be president the entire year of 2028. Trump is going to be president the entire year 2028. Come on, Democrats, get this with me. Get this with me. Trump is going to be president all 2028. What's up, Tom Pepin? I'm just saying, if big brained, small PP Owen is gonna debate with a fake biologist, at least that biologist better know what the damn difference is between a man and a woman. You can't call yourself a Instagram biologist if you don't know what a man and a woman is. Trump should be governor of California once he leaves office. Can we all agree? Can we all agree on that? Double tap that like button, guys. Listen, if you guys got anything you want to debate about, drop some damn super chats. Drop some damn memberships. If you love this country, if you love the president of the United States, and you love your country, and you want to support a real patriot like myself, you can drop some memberships. Gift some memberships, people. You look like a white girl. Yeah, okay. If I look like a girl, that just means you're a homosexual. So go ahead and tell me I look like a girl. That just means you're a homosexual. If you think I'm a woman, you are a homosexual liberal. You don't know the difference between a man and a woman. And you're also gay. This country does not create poor communities and diseases. Poor people create other poor people. That's the truth. Poor parents create poor children. Rich parents create rich children. That's not just because they're passing down their wealth. That's because of their mindset. They're teaching their children the mindset of the rich, not the poor. Hey, thank you for that magic potion. Billionaires and millionaires pay their fair share. They pay the majority of the taxes in the country. They created most of the wealth in this nation. They created most of the middle class families in this country are created by billionaires and millionaires, and you spend your life hating them. You spend your life hating the group of people that created the middle class America that you grew up in. Elon Musk created a whole generation of upper middle class Americans. You Democrats, you Zohan Mandamis, you didn't do nothing but try to steal wealthy people's money. Nothing but try to steal wealthy people's money. That's all you socialist Democrats do. They do pay taxes. Every single billion-dollar corporation, every single billionaire pays taxes. It's impossible. It's impossible not to pay taxes. Either they pay taxes on the wages that they give their employees, they pay taxes on the profits they make, they pay taxes on the goods they buy and sell. The only way to close the wealth gap is for people to be less lazy, and that's highly unlikely. It's way too easy just to smoke weed all day for these Democrats and do nothing and create nothing than it is to actually create something for a Democrat. Just way too, tempting for them not to go throw their life away gambling and doing drugs. So no, the wealth gap is never going to leave because there's a massive gap of lazy, unintellectual people. And as long as that gap continues between the poor and the rich, the biggest gap isn't even wealth. The biggest gap is mindset. The biggest gap is mindset. The biggest gap between poor and rich is not the money. It's actually the mindset. You're never gonna eliminate that gap between the poor and the wealthy. The gap is gonna grow greater and greater as the poor become more weak, more lazy, more reliant on the government, more reliant on the state, and less reliant on themselves as rich, wealthy people become more reliant on themselves. They're gonna become more wealthy, more powerful, more free, and as the poor man continues to trust the government and beg for handouts and think the government's going to change his life, he's going to become poorer and poorer and poorer. I mean, what can I tell you? If you are not saving any money because you're spending all your money on rent, you shouldn't be renting. If you're still saving money at the end of the month and you're renting, then that's fine. But if you're renting and you're not saving any money, then you're fucked. You might as well just try to buy something if you can. Fucked up area. At least you're going to be building equity. It's not like you're going to save any money to pour into any other investment anyway. But can we get to 50 likes, guys? Can we get to 50 likes? Double tap that like button, guys. Double tap that like button. No, the rich do not depend on the labor of poor to become rich. You read the Communist Manifesto without, considering that we don't live in the 1600s in Mother Russia. The rich do not depend on the labor of the poor. Most of the rich nowadays, honestly, they depend on the stock market, the crypto exchange, and AI. So what is your excuse now? Now that a high percentage of millionaires are not even continuing on people's labor. And you Democrats out there are so damn lazy. You really believe it's easier to be a CEO of a company than it is to be an employee. How many people out there believe it's easier to be a CEO of a company than it is to be an employee? How many of you people out there think it's easier being the boss than it is an employee? I'm just wondering, you don't. Anyone think that the employee works harder than the boss? I'll wait. Let me know. Anyone think the employee works harder than the boss? No idiots yet. No idiots yet. No idiots yet. Lol, yes. Well, you're wrong. If you're a boss, if you are a CEO, you work every minute you're awake. If you're an employee, you work a 9 to 5. In a lot of cases for the Democrats, you work less than a 9 to 5. It's still hard. It's always hard. It doesn't matter if you're paying others to do the work or not. That doesn't change anything. Doing the work isn't even the difficult part of running the business. That's what you don't understand. If doing the work was the difficult part of the business, then everyone would have a business. You don't understand the first fucking thing of business. The work, doing the service that you're selling is the easiest part. At least it should be. The reason you got in business because there is a service that you're good at providing. And if you aren't good at providing it, then why the fuck are you trying to sell it? We're not all controlled by BlackRock. See, another Democrat in the chat says working a 9 to 5 is too much. Well, then you'll never be successful. You'll just be poor forever. Cry about it. Unless you got a wealthy family. Unless you got a wealthy family. Someone that's a boss of their own company, 90% of them work every single minute they're awake. Obviously, there's an exceptions. How to be successful? Stop being such a fucking pussy. That's really the number one advice out there I can give everyone out there. Stop being such a fucking pussy. But double tap that like button. Let's get up to 50 likes, everyone out there. Elon does not work a 9 to 5. There are very few exceptions. I agree. A lot of inappropriate, weird questions. If you guys have something you'd like to interject with, please drop some super chats because I'm not going to read all these bullshit questions and comments. But double tap that like button. Jesus is Lord and Savior. Yes, sir. Jesus is. I think H-1B visas are fucked. I disagree with Trump about different things. H-1B visas are not acceptable. H-1B visas should not be given out. At least not 86% to teenagers. Best president since Reagan. That's what I'm talking about. Double tap that like button. Listen, buddy, I contribute a lot more than you do to society. Yes, I'm still alive. I've been on YouTube all month. Y'all ain't been looking for me. Y'all ain't been looking for me. Favorite president? How do I contribute to society by paying more in taxes than you make a year? That's one of the ways. What has APAC done that's so bad? APAC is not foreign interest. APAC receives $0 from Israel. Congratulations on the retard award. Here you go. But double tap that like button, guys. Double tap that like button. Gas prices are not high. Gas prices are cheaper than they were under Joe Biden. What delusion do you guys live in? Gas. When were you crying about gas when Biden was president? You only cry about it when Trump is president. If prices are low, you say nothing. Just like you say nothing about $1 eggs. Nothing about $1 eggs. What happened? I thought eggs were expensive. I thought eggs were expensive. Racist representatives. Would you like to explain how I'm racist? What are your views on stock trading? That's capitalism, baby. I love capitalism. Rage bait, rage bait, rage bait. This ain't no rage bait. W nationalism, W nationalism. I am not a racist. I am what you would call a race realist. I'm a race realist. I believe in the stacks, the facts, the stats, and the studies. But I also realize the black man deserves a chance, and so do all the other races. They all deserve a chance, a fair, free chance in this country. But race realism is called race realism for a reason. It's real. Oh, we got a long time, lifetime Democrat. I've been complaining about the prices of gas since 1974 when I started driving. Did you ever consider to get an actual real job or a career that can earn you a substantial amount of money so you don't have to fucking complain your entire life about gas prices? Right hand to God, I'm so glad that I never, really gave a fuck about gas prices because I ain't gonna spend my life complaining about pennies. I'm not gonna sit here and spend my life complaining about, a $5, increase in gas. That you're just a fucking loser. There's nothing else to say. Hey, Gigi, mass deportation is happening. I think we've deported over 4 million people already. But double tap that like button. If you want me to show you the room, then drop a $50 super chat. I'll show you my amazing PC and my room setup. You're too broke to afford that, so I don't want to hear it. But hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. Let's get to 40 likes. I've never complained about prices. All I said was that prices were substantially higher under Joe Biden, and I noticed the price increase. You made over $1 million in your lifetime. I don't think that's good. I mean, if you're making the average salary of 40 or 50 grand a year, you're gonna make $1 million. It's just gonna take 20 years. So I don't know how that's a flex, bro. But double tap that like button. Double tap that like button. Is it a war yet? No, it's not a war. It's not a war. Still not a war. If you want to call it a war, then it's a 47-year-old war. How about you guys stop pivoting? How about the Democrat Party just stops pivoting? Can we regain focus for a second? Regain focus. I want to talk about how you guys are embarrassing yourselves by losing the midterms. You're screaming that us Republicans are racist after you failed at your gerrymandering. You failed at gerrymandering based on race. You couldn't redistrict based on race, and now you're calling us shit. Couldn't redistrict based on race, and now you're saying we're racist because we're not allowing black people to have representation by allowing them to district based on race. I love Trump too. Can we get to 50 likes? We can get 100 likes. We can get 100 plus likes. So once again, if you'd like to call me a racist, please tell me how I'm a racist. Please tell me how I'm a racist. I'll wait. No, nothing? Okay, didn't think so. So how are you Democrats feeling now that you're gonna almost definitely lose the midterms? How does it feel now that the Democrats are supposed to lose in a landslide? Democrats have been illegally gerrymandering. That's how you try to gain all of your power ever through gerrymandering. I mean, what can I tell you? Oh no, Trump doesn't plan on leaving the Oval Office. What are we gonna do? They're gonna have to drag him out. Why the F wouldn't we talk about immigration? I think outsourcing jobs from foreign countries is fucked up. But you want to know the fucked up part about it? I know people that own, corporations, and I know small business owners. The people that are small business owners are more of the people that are outsourcing their labor to H-1B visas than big corporations, from what I've seen. What right to work laws? What do you want to talk about when it comes to right to work laws? What are you on about? We must build that wall, baby. Yes, we are still building that wall. We are still adding to it today. Immigration is a massive problem. Reagan severely regretted mass amnesty. When Ronald Reagan left office, he said one of his biggest life regrets was mass amnesty. And he regretted that until the day he died because he realized how terrible. He even said that right after he got out of office. He said he's going to regret it until the day he dies. That's what he said. So, I mean, why the fuck would we support mass amnesty for criminals? What, we're going to encourage criminals to keep coming? Just keep on coming, illegal alien immigrants. We know you didn't make your country any better, but you'll come make our country better. No mass amnesty. We keep saying last time. Well, last time was done with it. That. The majority of the country still supports the president. Like, why do you guys come in here every 2 seconds say, oh, you cannot support Trump? They can't fix their own country, but claim they can fix ours. LFMO. Laughing my fucking ass off. Well, hopefully you've been sticking around long enough to watch. The majority of the country voted for Trump. That's why he won. Remember, Kamala lost every single swing state. Kamala lost every single swing state. Have you decided that you're just gonna cry? You know, that's one thing I could never ever respect about the Democrats. I don't give a fuck if they were right about everything. The amount of tears, the amount of complaining is purely fucking pathetic. Just shows me how much of a major loser most of you fucking Democrats are. Sitting here complaining. You can better your fucking life. You can literally get up and you can get off your lazy ass. I don't care if it's 1 in the morning or 10 at night. You can start bettering your life. Instead, you decide to sit here and complain. I'm a former Trump supporter. I'm not, because Trump won't release the full Epstein files. Not a liberal, though. Still libertarian thoughts on this. I think Pam Bondi should have got fired, and Trump did a good job for firing her because she hasn't been honest about the Epstein files and she hasn't been honest about pretty much anything in her job. So I'm glad that Pam Bondi got fired. But last time I checked, that doesn't fall back on the president. That would be Pam Bondi's job. So I don't see how that's related to Trump. And as we've seen from the Epstein files, nothing involving Trump kid diddling is in the Epstein files. So there's that. But that's a thought comment for you. You should join our Discord. Maybe you can have your mind changed a little bit. But can we get to 60 likes? Level up those likes. Guys, if you don't want to buy Trump's phone, then why are you crying about it? You just look for something to complain about because you're Democrats. Your life is so boring, you got to find shit to complain about. Hey, watching in Japan. Shout out Japan. Shout out to Japan. Join that Discord. Even if they released the full Epstein files, none of it would matter without the videos. It's not a cesspool, but you can cry your eyes out. You can cry your eyes out, little liberal crybaby. People still haven't figured out human psychology. When you tell someone not to do something, they want to do it even more. I am pro Israel. I am pro-Israel. Palestine doesn't exist. Why would I be pro-Palestine? Oh my God! Shocker! Rage bait alert! He supports Israel's right to be its own country. Wow! Shocker! Rage bait alert! Yes, I'll debate you. Join my Discord. There's no way around that unless you're gonna message me on Instagram and set something up. Wall has been built. We've added hundreds of miles of wall since Trump got into office. Again. Okay, join my Discord now, boy! But we're almost to 60 likes. We're almost there, ladies and gents. Oh, here we go. Cry, cry, cry. I'm not gonna respond to all these bullshit unrelated Trump comments. What do y'all think about that ballroom? That ballroom is fantastic. All paid for with Trump's own money. All paid for with Trump's own money. 100% funded by this man, Donald J. Trump. The only one that protects PDF files is Democrats. We've seen this with the legislation they've passed again and again. We've seen this when them allowing, men to go in women's bathrooms. We've seen this where they allow, mad scientists to cut off young children's genitals. My topic would be immigration if you're pro open borders. I do not want Puerto Rico to become a state. I would rather make Cuba a state. I'm pro life when it comes to abortion. I appreciate that, man. Gotta support the Don. Gotta support the Don. What about Epstein? He was a Democrat. What about Epstein? He was a Democrat. With the no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, why wouldn't I support Trump? I want Cuba as a state. We can make Cuba better. It's kind of small. We have the money to do so. Well, why thank you? I gotta sneeze. Hold on. Oh, okay, I can't sneeze. It's okay, I lied. Whew. Ignorant prick! How dare you not be a leftist and let me transgender your children? How dare you? How dare you? I said Cuba is pretty big. We have the money to fix it. Why didn't the Democrats release the files? Why didn't the Democrats release the files? Is it because y'all are in them? Is it because you're in them? He's still added to the wall. Maybe it's only 30 miles, maybe it's a couple hundred, but he's still added to that wall since he came into office. I didn't see your question. That's why you should drop a super chat. I'm glad Trump is going to be president until way after 2028, and that's no matter what. So your opinion doesn't really fucking matter. So I'm perfectly fine with it. Hate Trump. Trump's approval rating could be 0. He's still going to be president until after 2028. So why the fuck does his approval even matter? He's already going to be president until after 2028. I mean, why does it matter? Really, why does it matter? Trump is already going to be president until after 2028. until way after 2028. Why would it matter if y'all like them? My apologies, not Democrat, complete radical leftist lunatic. I'm a constitutionalist. You lunatic lefties do not like the Constitution. You can't even get past the First or Second Amendment, much less the 22nd Amendment that can be appealed and amended and changed. I'm Mexican and I'm a Trump supporter. A president's job should always be to prioritize citizens over illegal alien immigrants. It's not fair that support goes to them. Yeah, why is so much support going to illegal alien immigrants, George? And I appreciate that, by the way. Thank you. I have plenty of family members that well, one family member in specifically, that's my aunt-in-law, my cousin's mother. She's from Mexico. She told me herself that she came over here illegally. But when she was about 16 or 17, she got her citizenship done correctly. She realized she was here legally the whole time somehow. I don't remember the story exactly. It's been years since we talked about this. But she's a massive Trump supporter now. Massive. She believes all the illegals should be deported. Massive Trump supporter. And she's a full blooded Mexican. They can make some new amendments. Look what Trump did to the world. Booming economy on a global market scale. What do you mean, holy switch up? Switch up? I'm going to go ahead and tell you I do not eat eggs at all. I do not eat any eggs. Random question, random answer. I do not eat eggs. Not unless it comes in my food pre-prepared. I'm not going to ask for it without eggs. I'm not allergic. I don't have a problem with eggs taste. I don't think they taste like anything, so I don't see a reason to make them or eat them. I honestly don't. But if we can get some more super chats and memberships rolling in, that would be much appreciated. Nope, never tried that. How is Trump awful? Our economy, including the stock market, is booming. You'll donate 50? You don't know how? 50 for what? Oh, you're a troll. I've seen all your comments. I've seen all your comments. You're a troll. I thought I recognized you. Long time no see, troll. Elon Omar going to jail. Well, that looks like to be a major possibility at the moment. Major possibility. How is the stock market barely holding up? The average retirement account is up like 8% for the year, and we're only 5 months into the year. Like the S&P 500 is up 7 or 8% since the year started. How are you telling me the stock market is barely holding on? It looks like it's booming to me. The stock market, it's the highest it's ever been. Deportation is a must. I encourage everyone out there to go do your own research. Your cult leader is doing market manipulation. Everyone that invests in the stock market is getting rich like they always have for 250 years of this country. Oh no, boo hoo. Who would have thought? When you invest in the stock market, you get wealthy. We've only had 250 years of Americans buying stocks inside of America to know. I think the stock market, the stock exchange, I think was open before. I could be wrong. Before we signed the Constitution. How long has the stock market been around? Let's take a look. The New York and the American stock market. Let's see. Listen, I'm not a stock market historian. Okay, I stand incorrected. I stand corrected. The stock market has been around since 1792. So the stock market is 234 years. Who would have guessed that you can get wealthy just putting your money into the 500 biggest companies in the country? See, stock market is up 9% this year. But double tap that like button, guys. Manipulating, manipulating. It's only ever gone up, other than a couple years where it went down, and then all the other years it went up. I think you need to shut up and stop telling people how Americans get wealthy. Shh. Shh. Okay, you mean the crashes the stock market had where people invested their life savings and became multimillionaires? Is that the stock market crash you're talking about? Oh, you're right. That is the stock market crash you're talking about. Okay, then shut the fuck up. Vote red, California. I heard today, I didn't watch the video, but I heard today it's more than obvious now that California is going to become red in the midterms. I mean, and in the government and in the governor's seat too. Vote blue, no matter who. Nope, nope, nope. Jay Wild said, "I've made more money under Trump than any other president." That's literally every single person I know. There is literally way more Democrats on YouTube trying to plead their case than conservatives. What other conservative YouTuber out there has, that has under 100,000 subscribers is even notable? Who else is out there? I'm serious. Who else out there is a conservative YouTuber under 100,000 subscribers that's notable? I think I'm like the only one. I want to be honest with you. I'm pretty notable. Separation of race? Hey, I'm in Florida too. Separation of race is what Democrats try to do. Jay Wild says, "I'm an independent and support Trump." That's awesome, sir. I salute you. If you don't mind me asking, why do you support Trump and say you're an independent? I would ask the same thing to a Democrat. Why are you voting Democrat and saying you're an independent? Or saying you're a leftist? You vote Democrat. You're a Democrat. You might as well rep what you are. Vote California red. Yes, don't stop deportation. How has Trump's action almost unalived your wife because she wanted more abortions and she couldn't get 20 more abortions, so she almost unalived herself? I mean, what? What are we talking about? We're almost to 70 likes. A 69 a 69 number? We really need to get that to 70. George says Democrats need more dictatorships in Latin America so they can deprive people to flee to the US and gain voters by buying them off social programs funded by taxpayers. We have someone that gets it, guys. We have someone that gets it. We absolutely have another man who gets it. He's Hispanic too, man. And you know what's the worst thing? If you come on YouTube, I invite you, sir. I would like you to come on live stream and discuss this with me. Because if you come on live stream and you're Hispanic and you support Donald Trump, you're probably going to get the most racism and the most hate you ever seen in the comment section in your life. I had my Haitian buddy on here, my buddy from Haiti, and he said that the Haitians are eating the cats and the dogs, and that's part of their culture. And he's a black man, and he got called all these kinds of racial names. It was disgusting. But he didn't give a freak. He didn't give an F. He didn't care what the Democrats called him racist stuff. Even a couple of my friends that are YouTubers, they're Hispanic Trump supporters. They're even immigrants, and they get a shit ton of racist comments coming in their direction. But I invite you to my Discord, sir. There's my Discord server if you want to join. We love our immigrants. We don't like our illegal criminal alien scum that's on welfare and food stamps and getting free health insurance and using emergency Medicaid. No, we love Trump and we love the Iran conflict because that's a war that's been going on for 47 years. That should have been ended a long time ago. George W. Bush should have taken care of Iran when he was already over there. It's that simple. We love our illegal immigrants. I'm a legal immigrant myself. I've lived in 3 other countries. Why is your dad struggling because of Trump? The president, I don't care if Biden's the president. The only one that can make your dad struggle is himself. He should have saved his money more. He should work harder. Trump isn't making him poor, he's making himself poor. By either A, not working very much, B, staying at a dead end job, and C, not trying any side hustles or any side businesses. If he's not, you can make money for free. Go on Facebook Marketplace, get one of those big ass couches for $3,000. Rent you a truck at Home Depot. Get that couch for $0. Flip that couch for $1,000. That's a $4,000 or $5,000 couch. Sell that couch for $1,000. It's not your belongings. It's a free couch off Facebook Marketplace. I'm putting you on to hustling. I'm teaching you how to hustle. It might not be something you know about, but I'm teaching you how to hustle. I'm teaching you how to hustle. It might not be something you're good at. He works every fucking day. If he's working 7 days a week, then he needs to save his money smarter and he needs to get a better job, probably. And he probably needs to start a side hustle. Does it come with a coffee table? Or do we got $1,000 deal? Because if it comes with a coffee table, if a coffee table is all it takes for $1,000 from you, I'll make it happen. You want a coffee table with that? We got our first sale. Our first sale. All it took was 5 seconds of marketing. We just made $1,000 just like that. We sold that couch. We didn't even actually buy that couch. We didn't even pick that couch up yet. But we sold that imaginary couch and we made $1,000 already. You guys are fucking retarded. Just work harder. That entire business deal was imaginary and we made $1,000. We made $1,000 just like that. I mean, stop blaming Trump for your financial problems. It's retarded. The only reason people blame Trump is because they're just retarded and they're lazy mostly. The left only knows how to make money with scams. Okay, you can open up a hospice center, then you can make money. At least you're hustling. At least you're hustling. Why are you wearing a blue shirt? Because I'm a Democrat. Can't you tell I'm a Democrat? Who wouldn't support no tax on tips? People probably have a good life because of Trump. I'm not playing any games, brother. It's real simple. You join in the Discord, you talk to one of the moderators, and they connect you with me and we debate. It's white, blue, and red. I'm representing America, you un-American motherfuckers. You can't buy my loyalty. My loyalty is not for sale, Jack. My loyalty is not for sale, Jack. I hate to tell you, brother. Loyalty is not for sale. A president can make it easier or harder, but it's up to you to succeed. Stop blaming everyone else for your failures, lefties. America or Israel is America. Obviously, America, not Israel, but I love Israel. I still do support Israel. But if I had to choose one, America or Israel, I'll choose America. Speak for yourself, Luke. Speak for yourself. Well, guess what, guys? Everyone wants a handout instead of a hand up. All I need is a hand up. I never want a hand out. But I will take a hand up. I'm not too prideful to take a hand up. But a handout, no thank you. But can we get to 75 likes? Learn to spell retard. Why do I support tax breaks for the rich? Because they deserve it. They live the most stressful lives. They take the most risks. I never took a dollar from this country either. If you want to debate, I'm not going to charge you. It's free debates right now. Remember when we were charging y'all $200 for debates and you were paying it? I am doing free debates. Join my Discord. Remember when we were doing $200 debates? Debates are free now. Join that Discord. Get one for free. Buy one, get one for free. Tax breaks are not handouts. Taxation is theft, and you think you deserve another man's money. You lazy sack of shit. Get it through your little pea brain. You don't deserve another man's money. No, AIPAC should not register as a foreign lobby as they receive $0 from Israel. So why would AIPAC lobby register as a foreign lobbying group? They receive $0 from Israel. They have 0 people that work in AIPAC that are Israeli. So why should they register as a foreign lobbying group? They don't meet any of the qualifications. Why don't you think they already don't? The left are just commies always wanting what isn't theirs because they are failures. You can't take someone else's shit. Tax breaks are the opposite of a handout. A tax break means you get to keep more of the money you earn. I'm sorry, as far as I'm concerned, 100% of the money I earn is mine. Taxation is unconstitutional. If I stop paying my taxes tomorrow, then I ain't stealing from the government. They're trying to steal from fucking me. Fucking retards. But I will pay my taxes. I paid my fucking taxes here. CIA, FBI, IRS. And I did not get a single fucking tax return. And all I got is a big fucking payment I had to make to the IRS. But double tap that like button, guys. Double tap that like button. Yeah, I support the President of the United States. I don't support the IRS. What, am I supposed to become an anarchist because I don't like the IRS? That's a stupid conclusion to come to. I don't like any of the three-letter organizations, but I realize a country that's being governed is a hell of a lot better than an anarchy. So you tell me how America is so great, then anyone can be a millionaire. Literally anybody can be a millionaire. Anybody that puts years and years and years behind their work can be a millionaire. And if you stick on the straight and narrow, if you stick on the absolute straight and narrow, I promise you, literally anyone. But double tap that like button. We're gonna hop off here at the 1 hour mark because views have dropped and we want to go take a break anyway for I don't know. Who knows? We'll be back on though. But double tap that like button, guys. Double tap that like button. Obama stole for 12 years. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. From the research I done for the last 8 years, Obama went into Washington, D.C. with a net worth less than $100,000, and he left with a net worth of tens and tens and tens of millions of dollars. No one looks at him like a thief. No one looks like he looks at him like he profited off of his presidency. But double tap that like button, guys. Double tap that like button. Let's get those likes way up there. We got about another 2 or 3 minutes. So if you guys have any final questions, comments, anything you want to sneak in there, maybe with the super chat or some membership, so we can make some of these libtards watch us. I wouldn't give a fuck if 99.9% of the world hated me. I would still do this. I wouldn't give a fuck if we got one view. I would still do this. I mean, how much clearer do I have to fucking make it to you? I'm not gonna be quitting anytime soon. I don't care if we're at 30,000 subscribers until I'm 50 years old. I'm not gonna quit. And you never quit when you're winning. That would just be stupid. You never quit when you're winning. You never quit when all the cards are in your favor in your hand. Why would you quit when all the cards are in your hands on your side? You got a full house. Why the fuck are you gonna fold? Anyway, we got 60 more seconds on here and then we're gonna be back. We got another 40 something seconds. You're a beacon of beautiful MAGA spirit. I appreciate that, Joe. Sorry, Democrats. Everyone doesn't get a trophy anymore. We're not going to be giving out any trophies. We're not going to be giving out any trophies in this live stream for participation. I see we successfully pissed a lot of y'all off. Maybe you can leave this live stream thinking. Maybe you can leave this live stream thinking. Listen, I didn't even call y'all a lot of y'all directly broke, and you're having a mental breakdown. You didn't even get called broke. I get a trophy because I win at everything I touch. Like I said, guys, I wouldn't give a flying fuck if I was the number one laughing stock of the internet. I wouldn't care if one person was watching. I would still be doing this. But Quinn, you came at the wrong time. I'm gonna hop off. Ooh, the Zen Roofer. The Zen Roofer. It's been a month since you've seen me because of Shadow Ban. Now I'm gonna hop off. Just to make you miss me a little bit more. Just to make you miss me a little bit more. We'll be back. Maybe we'll have a surprise guest. I don't know. You gotta get to the bank in the morning, Quinn. You gotta get to the bank. Peace, guys. Peace. Oh, we was gonna get it right before the 1 minute mark. We'll be back, guys. Join the Discord. Join the Discord. We gotta do a lot more long streams this week, though. A lot more long streams. Real long streams because y'all missed us. We need to get back to those 7 and 8 hour streams. But peace, guys. We'll be back. Later.